Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie Burton, and welcome to my first ever art show. I'm so excited. Tonight, we're going to be looking at 25 of my pieces that are for sale. It's Christmas time. Um, it's a great idea for Christmas gifts. I have each of them numbered, and if you're interested in them, all you have to do is contact me, either send a message on the in the comments below, or you can email me at Debbie Elaine, DebbieElaine 1 at gmail.com. And I invoice with PayPal, so I will contact you and we'll get that straightened out and I will get it shipped off to you as soon as possible. If you haven't purchased from me before, all you need to do is send me your email address. I combine shipping on all items that you purchase, and there will be a $10 shipping fee for those that go out into the mail. If you live locally, you're welcome to pick them up with no charge. If you have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and ask. Hopefully, this is going to be a lot of fun. I also will be putting a list in the comments below of all the paintings that I have, including prices. So check that out if you're interested in one or more of my paintings. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about my paintings. I have two types. There is the one that's called a stretch canvas, which is this one. It is easily held on the walls by a couple of push pins, which make very little tiny holes in the wall and easily painted over. You can see that it's stretched around a wooden frame, and it's light as a feather, even the big ones, and it sits on the wall great. Now this is a panel. It's a canvas panel it's probably a 1/4 inch thick. It does not have a wooden frame to it, but it still is canvas. And so you can't tell necessarily from looking on the outside of it that there's a difference, but there certainly is. This one can be put into a frame, or each one of these, I include one of these plastic holders in the back that can easily flip over whatever it is that you have on your wall. And here's our first painting. This is not necessarily named. It is glitter and crushed glass, and I absolutely love it. It's pinks, golds, teals, greens, and it's beautiful. And then this one is called the Clipper Ship. And it too they're both very large. They're 18 by 24. They're both stretch canvas also. This is the Magical Mermaid. She is an 18 by 24 also. She's got gold and sparkles in her hair. Her scales are sparkly, red sparkles, and she's a beautiful addition to any girl's bedroom. This is one of the first paintings that I did, and I love the colors in it. It's got just about every color you'd want in a landscape. It is number 4, and it is called The Sunset Over Water. Now this is another one that I love. It's a fall picture called Chapel in the Woods, and this is number 5. It's a 12 by 16 also. This one is a stretch canvas. And then we have Little Boy Blue, and you Michigan lovers, I'm sure, will recognize him. He's a 12 by 16. And this is on a stretched canvas also. Later on, we will be finding another smaller version of him. But the 12 by 16 is a great size. And this one is called Blue Jeans and High Heels. It's an 11 by 14 panel, one of those thin ones. and it was fun painting. Now we'll be looking at the covered bridge at Christmas, and the trees and the decorations on the bridge are all lit up in color. This is number 8. It too is a panel, but it's an 11 by 14, so it's a bigger one. And then we have the owl. He's a 12 by 16 canvas panel. And even though that looks gray alongside of him, it's black. It's a black background. And I love the way the light shines on his face. This is one of my all-time favorites. It's called the Fantasy Sunset. It's a 12 by 16 canvas panel. And it's gorgeous. At least I think so. And then we have Fantasy Island. This is a 12 by 16 stretched canvas. There's all sorts of goodies in this picture, little hidden goodies that you can find that you don't notice right away. Number 12 is the purple tree. And this was fun painting. I really enjoyed painting this one. In fact, I've made several of them. It's a real popular one. It's a 12 by 16 stretch canvas also. The swan is a 12 by 16 canvas panel. You can see the sparkles in the water. I originally did it in black and white, and then I decided that I wanted to add a little blue to it, so that's how this one came about. Now we have the guardian angel. She's a 12 by 16 canvas panel also. The pink rose, a 12 by 16 stretched canvas. I love the little blue flowers that are in there. It started out being lilacs, but they're not close enough together to be lilacs. But I think it's a beautiful picture. I hope you are enjoying it. And then the wave. This reminds me of Lake Michigan so much. And it's been one of my best sellers. A lot of people like this. This one is an 8 by 10 stretch canvas. In fact, you just saw it on my wall. This is the fantasy picture. It also is an 8 by 10 stretch canvas. It's got some beautiful colors in it. I like doing these fantasy pictures. Then we have the wine drinking monkey. He's an 8 by 10 stretch canvas also. I had originally put him in a chair and was going to paint him, and then a friend of mine suggested you should add some a glass of wine to that. It's just food coloring, but it was a great idea. And then we have the monarch butterfly. This is an 8 by 10 stretch canvas, and I absolutely love the background on this. I love the flower and the butterfly itself, but the background I think is really pretty. This is Carmen in the Rain. She is my most popular. I have been selling large versions. This particular one is an 8 by 10 panel, but my favorite one is a 12 by 16 stretch canvas, the big ones. And she's a real beauty. Then I told you, the little boy blue. This one is an 8 by 10. He's on a stretch canvas too. And you'll see Sparty coming up in a minute. Now this is the Christmas snow globe, and this is a log cabin that's decorated for winter, and all the trees are decorated, and then there's snow moving around in there and with a very different background. There's Sparty. Sparty in Wonder. He's an 8 by 10 stretch canvas also. It looks like he's got a laser beam coming from his hand, but that was not intended. It just turned out that way. And then I did a video on this one. I don't know if you've seen it, where I painted the cardinal in winter. And this is on an 11 by 14 panel, number 24. And then finally, our dream garden. This is an 8 by 10 stretched canvas. And it's a beauty too, another fantasy picture. So I hope that you've enjoyed these paintings. And here's a little recap in case you forgot the numbers. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So to order a painting, simply write down the number of the one that you want and comment on this video, or send me an email at debbieelaine1@gmail.com. Thank you so much for attending my art show. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Thank you. Merry Christmas.